Well, hello, everyone. A new series all about emotions that positively impact your teens' love of learning. So, last week was all about the negative emotions that we don't want your teens to feel that do hurt their learning. This week, let's switch it up and talk about the things that we do want your teens to feel like. All right? So, we're starting with passion, we're starting with interest. So, mamas, I imagine if I ask you what is your teen most interested in, what class, what subject, what thing does your teen seem to have the most passion about? You could probably tell me very easily. So let me know down below because I'm curious what's the new cool thing with our middle schoolers, our high schoolers, and our college kiddos because I could tell you how long it's been since I graduated high school or college and it would just make me feel old. So definitely want to know what you have going on at home because whatever your teens are into, I know mamas, you're also into. And I also want to welcome you to my Facebook group. If you're not already a member of Teaching Teens to Love Learning, we'd love to have you join us after the video because there's some cool stuff happening in the group that is even more awesome than what we're doing here on Facebook and YouTube right now. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about passion. Let's talk about interest. If you did not have an immediate answer, Mama, come to mind when I said, hey, what's your teen really interested in right now? What does your teen passionate about when it comes to learning? That to me is kind of a warning. It's kind of a red flag. And, I don't want to scare you, but I definitely want your teens to find something to be interested in. Okay, something school related, something not school related, doesn't matter. We need your teens to be excited to learn. And the easiest way to make that happen is if your teen's interested in something, is passionate about something. The reason we care about this, the reason we want your teens to be excited about something, whether it's some obscure music group, whether it's some country that has two people that live in it, something, whatever, we want your teens to get excited about it because if your teens are excited to learn about that music group, that country, that culture, that food, that, whatever, then that interest is going to infect, in a good way, every other aspect of your teen's learning. Okay, so if your child gets excited about this thing, that means, well, yeah, you're excited to take notes. You're excited to study for that test. You're excited to, do the research. Well, if you're excited about that, well, why can't you be excited about this? Okay, so we definitely need to find something to get your teen excited, just super happy to learn about, because once he's happy about one thing, it's very easy to make the connections between that thing your teen already likes and that thing that he needs to learn to be successful at school. Even if it doesn't seem like there's any connections, there's always connections, and that's when the fun part of my job and your teen's job is to find those connections. Okay? So before I go any further, talking about passion, talking about interest, I want to say thanks for being here. Thanks for watching on YouTube, on Facebook. If you have not subscribed to the Ace Cookie Tutoring YouTube channel, the Ace Cookie Tutoring Facebook business page, would love to have you as a follower, as a subscriber, because there will be more videos all about emotions that help your teen love to learn, that actually help your teen learn. And all sorts of goodies happening here with Jessica Coulter, the CEO and founder of Study with Jessie and Ace Cookie Tutoring. But you're going to miss out if you don't follow, if you don't subscribe. All right, so we want your teens to be excited. We want them to be interested. We want them to find a passion when it comes to school, when it comes to learning. Now, why else does this matter? Well, if your teen doesn't go, oh, I have to learn about such and such, and instead goes, I get to, that changes how much your teen learns. That changes how much your teen actually retains, because he's not begrudging having to learn this. He's instead accepting it. He's literally letting the knowledge seep into his brains. There's totally different neural pathways happening, totally different thoughts that are happening, which are going to create totally different results. Okay? So your teen, we need them to be passionate about something. Okay? And, it's okay. Like I said, if the passion has something to do with school, it's okay if the passion has nothing to do with school. The cool thing becomes, okay, is this a club that I could create at school? Is this something that I will learn about in an elective? Is this something that, maybe a teacher will bring up in a class? Because, yeah, it's loosely tied, or there is a connection, and I want to explore it further. Because I got to tell you, mamas, if your teen has an interest in a class and then brings his own interest to that class, if there's some kind of connection, most teachers are going to let your teen explore that. Because those passions, those interests, those can easily become the topics for papers, for presentations, for all sorts of projects at school. And, teacher is not going to say, no, I don't want you excited about that. I want you excited about this. They're going to go, yes, they are ready to learn. I can, focus my teaching, my interests, my, examples on what the kids are into, aka your teens, and, make some real life examples happen in this class to make everyone enjoy more. Okay, so mamas, if that doesn't make sense, just know, I'm thinking like music. If your teen's in band and they're learning a new piece and, the teacher or the band instructor is having them learn stuff that your kids have never heard of, your teen's not so interested. But yet, if they're going to play a cover by a band that a lot of kids in the class like, the kids are going to really want to learn how to play that song, and they're not going to want to do a bad job of it because they like the song too much to mess it up. Okay, or same thing like in an English class. If they're going to read a book that they think's dry and boring, no interest. But if the teacher can help them realize, hey, this book, this movie that you guys all like, has a lot of the same themes, a lot of the same plot lines as this thing we need to learn about, because it's important to state standards, it's important to, you being well-rounded, to having, basically the same education, same culture as, a lot of other people in our country. Your teen's going to perk up and go, oh, I'm interested in this, so yeah, there's a connection, so I'm interested in that. So lots of good things happen, mamas, when your teens have passions, when they have interests. And if you need some help with your teen getting those sorted out, definitely reach out to me on Facebook, through email, or even better, in my Facebook group. And I want you in my group at the link in the description, because I have some awesome bonus content only available to my Facebook group members. And I do some amazing expert interviews, some guests I bring into my group that only group members get to watch. So if you want to get your hands on the extra content, you want to get your hands on those replays and upcoming interviews, join the group Teaching Teens Love Learning by clicking the link in the description, answering a couple questions, and you'll be good to go. So see you tomorrow, mamas, for another video all about emotions that positively impact your teens' learning. See you then.